Well, it's another night of Jersey. No major intro today. We are just going to get right into this recap. You guys already know what to do. Subscribe, share, all the good YouTube stuff. With that said, let's get into it. All right. So the ladies start with a sound bath. Guys, if not the 1920s party, what do we have to look forward to? Sound baths and crystals. That seems to be all the rage now with our housewives. We got Teresa, we got Dolores, we got Aydin. They meet up at the crystal shop. And Teresa, of course, is reminiscing her Tipsy and Tulum party where she celebrated her 50th. But after that, Aydin walks in, and then Dolo walks in, and Jennifer Aydin, she gets right into it. She asks Dolores about what's going on between, her and Polly. And Dolores is like, "Oh, me and Polly, we're actually gonna go into business together." And it's like, girl, what are you going on about? And in her confessional, I just felt like she kind of like downplayed it. And I've already talked about like Dolores and Polly in my previous recap and other Jersey videos. So, you guys can definitely like go and check that out. And yeah, then they, start talking about the Melissa's housewarming party, Jennifer Aydin. After each party, guys, they always regroup in two or threes. And the next episode always starts off with, essentially what happened at the party. So here we see Jennifer Aydin, telling Teresa, "Oh, hey, by the way, the card that you had sent, yeah, well, Joe Gorga actually just, tossed it into the fire," which of course wasn't nice. And Teresa kept saying how, in her confessional and like to the girls or whatever, how it was actually Louis's idea. But with all these, like, outside of the show, all these bloggers coming out, they're saying some of the actions Teresa and Louis have taken this season on the show. It's actually Jim Leonard, Teresa's lawyer, who is a lawyer who still, is practicing, but also moonlights as a housewife whisperer, apparently. I didn't know lawyers did that now, They're full-time lawyer and then part-time housewife whisperer. I guess that's the thing now. But anyways, guys, I'm only kidding. So they talk about the bottle, and then Aydin also relays to Teresa. Oh, by the way, when Fuda was like talking about how you calling him a dealer and all that stuff, he talked about your daughter Gia in his in his little speech that he gave to the men. And of course Teresa's pissed off, like, why do you got like my daughter's name in your mouth? Like, what the heck? Like, rightfully so, that would like piss off anyone. So I don't know. Let's see if Teresa brings it up to the fooders. Like, don't like Jackie, she was at the end of it when Jackie made that analogy last season, or was it yeah, it was last season, I think, and it went over Teresa's head. She had a nice chat with Jackie where Jackie had to run out of Teresa's house. So we'll see if Teresa brings it up to the fooders. Like, y'all better not say any of my kids' name. But anyways, let's move on. We then see Danielle catching up with Melissa at Melissa's store Envy. I guess she's opening a new location. Now, obviously, on the show, they make it seem like, Envy is Melissa's, it's like her own thing. I'm not gonna get like too into it, but there was like an ex Envy owner. I don't know like the nitty gritty, guys. Like, I pay attention. I'm like half in, half out when these folks go on. Uh, different podcasts to share their story. But she was kind of saying how like Melissa kind of like stiffed her and she like took money from the store. It was like some crazy stuff, who I believe was on Behind the Velvet Rope on his podcast. But yeah, so this new location, I don't know if Melissa's like the face of it, or, she owns the entire store, the entire brand. I don't know about all that. But the ex co-owner did end up, going on the blogs and talking whatever she needed to talk about. So that's some tea. But anyways, Danielle and Melissa, they're also talking about the bottle, which the drink and the card that Louis and Teresa had originally sent via the Fudas, but of course they wouldn't, take it with them. So Polly and Dolores ended up bringing the drink and the card. Anyways, Danielle and Melissa thinks it was really just to like make a spectacle. Like, like at the end of the day, it's true. Like, technically, no one had to bring the bottle and card to Melissa and Joe Gorga's house. They literally could have like sent it in the mail. They could have even ordered Melissa and Joe, like those like fruit baskets or like those fruit cakes, where they cut it up and they turn it into a cake. You guys know what I'm talking about. Instead of a flower delivery, you get like a fruit delivery. There's like a number of things. Teresa and Louis could have just been like, add to cart, send it to this address, and it still would have been a nice gesture sent to the Gorgas' beautiful new home. However, I do agree, with the Gorgas in this case and, anyone else. Yeah, it definitely was a spectacle. But at the end of the day, I do think Teresa has a lot of love for her little brother. It doesn't matter what they have gone through in the years. I do think if, Teresa called her brother, he would pick up and whatever she needed him for, he would be there 100%. Now, Danielle is also spilling the tea with Melissa about Jennifer Aydin and like the charity. And the charity stuff is like, honestly, guys, the charity drama between Danielle and Aydin. This was not filmed. This was like sometime during the break, I guess. And they keep talking about this charity, and then Aydin's mad how like Bill's practice wasn't on like the like when you do like the step and repeat like on the board. Aydin just seems like she doesn't like Danielle, and like just say that like, girl, we don't need like all the antics, and we're gonna get to Aydin later. But Danielle talks about Aydin to Melissa, talks about the charity event, what went wrong, what Aydin's situation is. So, these two gal pals, they cover that. Guys, everyone has Jackie's name in their mouth, and Jackie is just making a fool of herself one episode by one episode, and we truly see her spiraling. No, not because she didn't get tagged in a photo on Instagram, but just her behavior is so strange. But, anyways, let's see what the girls are talking about. Melissa is like, is she good? Like, what is wrong with Jackie? Like, Jackie's behavior at Danielle's bougie brunch, the way Jackie is behaving with Margaret. Melissa is kind of trying to come at Jackie like, girl, I'm concerned for you. The people you are aligning yourselves with right now, they don't care about you, but in a nicer manner than the way Marge said it to Jackie, is like how I'm saying it. And then Danielle, she's smiling like, that screenshot, that was savage and like smart. Guys, I can't do Danielle's accent. She doesn't say her R's at the end, is what I've noticed. And anyway, I find Danielle fun on the show. But anyways, Danielle's like, damn, like that was like savage, like what Margaret did, sending that screenshot like right away and like calling out Jackie. It was not a good look, guys. And then at the sound bath get together between Teresa, Aydin, Dolores, they're also calling out Jackie. Oh my God, Jackie girl, you got no friends on this show. See guys, that's what happens when you flip flop. These shows, when I first started watching it, like sidetrack, when I started watching it years ago, I was still in, grade school, whatever. It was like about these moms in gated communities taking their kids to school. We just wanted to see their beautiful homes. Now, this has become like some competition show where you got to like get allies, you got to be like good with this one, you got to get this one off the island. Oh my God, it's a lot to keep up with now. But anyways, Dolores like calls out Jackie, and Dolores is like, you know what? Like, Jackie is friends with Teresa for her book. Obviously, Jackie wrote a book and, she wants to make some money, get the word out there. Obviously, being friends with Teresa, that is a good look. So that's how Dolores sees it. And then Teresa is like, she's like trying to use Jackie to piss off Margaret. And I was like, oh my God, these girls really do not care about Jackie. Even Teresa was like, who cares about Jackie? Something to that extent. And then Jennifer Aydin's like, Jackie is the gatekeeper to Marge's arsenal. Jackie has become like a little piece on the board. Like she's not even like a friend, a colleague, a castmate. She's like a little piece on the board. That's what she has become. And it just gets more and more embarrassing as these episodes go on for Jackie. All right, we get like a quick, short little scene between the Fudas and Marge. Like I said, after any big event, the girls always come together in twos or threes and groups and, chat amongst themselves what happened. And obviously, we see Rachel's update when it comes to her arthritis. Marge talks about Joe Benigno and his health scare. And it's just so interesting coming from Rachel, who obviously is a younger housewife, I think like one of the youngest ever to be casted. And she's talking about her arthritis and how she's just like grateful to be like whatever good stuff she has going on for herself. And then I guess like us younger fans, in our 20s and 30s and watching. It's like we watch these women obviously for, aspirational content, some fun, some, like gotcha moments. But then when they have these like scenes, it's like it's real, it's authentic, and it's like we're, brought down back to reality. So I thought that was like, a cute little update. And why was John Fuda in that scene? Like this man just like go over there. We don't need you in every scene, even if you do happen to be in the house. But anyways, these two, Marge is like, yeah, you know what? Like, I was defending myself when it came to sending that screenshot. I don't know. Marge is like not backing down. Good for her. Like, she did what she had to. Look, if Jackie wants to run her mouth, Marge is the one with her arsenal. She's going to pull it out. That's the price you pay when you are not Team Marge. And even Dolores said in like a season before, like how you wouldn't want to be, it's better to be a friend with Marge than not to be. And now we are seeing that, we're seeing that happen to Jackie, and now she's spiraling. Guys, again, you think it's a scene with Dolores and Polly, but yet again, we talk about Jackie in this scene. But before that, we see Dolores and Polly, they're working out. And Dolores is like very clear. She's like, you know what, this body, it takes a lot of work. It's not just the working out and like, drinking 8 glasses a day. She's been very honest and open about all the work she has done. So like I personally do appreciate that. And you guys can see my video on Real Housewives of Ozempic. It's in the Housewives chit chat playlist. So definitely go check out that video, be a part of the conversation. But anyways, I like that Dolores is like, my body, my choice. I think even David, her ex, had something to say about her body and her choices for surgery, elective surgery. And Dolores is like, no, it's my body, my choice. This is a commitment to myself. The way she wants to look, good for her. You do you. Anyways, Dolores is, bringing up her chat with Polly about commitment. And in her, yeah, I think it was in her confessional, she's like, Polly, he's shown me commitment in many ways. And in my head, I'm thinking, he's shown you commitment, but not an actual ring, which would be the most um, prominent gesture of commitment, in if you would like to have I don't know, a traditional partnership, which seems like Dolores does, but then she keeps picking these men who give her anything and everything in her Barbie house, the cars, the this, the that, but not the ring. It's very strange. Anyways, Dolores moves on to talking about Jackie to Polly, and Dolores is like, "Wow, I had no idea. Like, she hated me." And she tells Polly about the screenshot, and Jackie's like, "That girl, she is a ticking time bomb. She is gonna squeal." And later in the episode, or actually, we don't even have to wait till later in the episode. We see it throughout the season, like Marge, Teresa, doesn't matter like which team you're on, the Fudas, the Gorgas. It seems like everyone wants to use Jackie for the pawn that she is. She knows a lot from all parties, and it's not a good look for Jackie. She's gonna either squeal under pressure, or I don't know. I just haven't seen Jackie be smart about it. She's just like going wherever the wind takes her. And in this case, things aren't working out between her and Marge. So she's moved on to Team Teresa and Jen Aydin to sell her book. I don't know, to be on the show. And obviously, Teresa and Jen Aydin love it. It's like, okay, we got another one on our team. Great. Let's see what we could do with this one. Now, how do you guys feel about seeing Gia in the conversations with Teresa and Louis? At the end of the day, like, I'm a grown woman, but if my parents and my aunt and uncles are at the dinner table, they're in conversation, I am gone in like I'm gone. Once that conversation starts, this is grown business. I am gone. So it is a little bit weird to see, Gia part of these conversations and give her opinion. I mean, I get it. It's her mom. She's going to defend her mom. I totally get that. It's just weird seeing her taking part in the conversation. But anyway, Teresa is about to get ready for the party. Teresa and Louis. Louis is like in the backyard. He's, getting things ready for the party. Good stuff. Great. Gia's also like getting her hair done, or she just did. Teresa's hair looks great. Anyways, Teresa's sharing with Gia and Louis about what happened between Jackie and Dolores at the Gorga um, household at that party, because obviously she met with Aydin and Dolores for the sound bath, and she got all the tea. So now, of course, Teresa is passing that tea down to Gia and Louis, which I love. It is a cute scene though at the end of the day. And they're just like, you know what? Marge is evil. Like what Marge did regarding the text, that was like pretty shady. And Teresa's like, you know what? I hope Jackie sees Marge for who she is. And then even Gia was like, yeah, Marge has done like a lot to this family. And it seems like Teresa and Gia, and I don't know, I guess even Louis, Marge has done some shady stuff behind the scenes, and I guess there's some legal situations going on. So they kind of talk about it, but they kind of don't talk about it. So that's that scene. And then later on, we get straight into the party.